Hi friends, and welcome to Life's of Hoot Creative Design Studio Layouts. Valerie Turner with Close to My Heart, and I am super excited to be with you today for these fun layouts. We are going to do a combination here of some things per the workshop instruction and some special added things just for the Creative Design Studio. For our first layout, we are going to be following our guide for these lines. So we're going to do some horizontal lines. So if you have your guide, you're going to want to pull it out so you can follow along with me. You should already have your papers cut, your stickers all blinged up with shimmer and liquid glass, and all these fun butterflies with stickles and shimmer, all the fun things, right? So the first line that we are going to do is going to be 3/8. If you're like me, you need to continually remind yourself about the eighths. We have 7/8 in an inch. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These smaller ones in between here are your 16ths, right? So for this layout, we need 3/8. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Your 3/8 is between your quarter and your half. 3/8 is between a quarter and a half. Quarter and a half. Okay, so for our Versamat, we don't have our eighths marked out for us, but we know that 3/8 is between a quarter and a half. A quarter and a half. So we're going to draw a pencil line between our quarter line and our half line, okay? Also on our ruler, this is our T ruler I don't have the T part magnet on it right now, but on our T ruler, each one of these squares is an eighth, okay? So there's another little tip for you. Man, my ruler's got some adhesive and glue and everything else on it, doesn't it? Okay, so on this ruler, your eighths are each of these little squares, okay? And I'm just going to move this down closer to me. Hopefully I remember that I'm down and I don't start doing all of this off camera. Okay, so we are going to put a line in between, and just a light pencil line that we will end up erasing later, but it is going to be between the quarter and the half. So I'm just lining myself up in between the quarter and the half. Okay, and then we're just going to draw a light pencil line. Okay, just like that. Our next one is going to be at 2 5/8, right? 2 5/8. So for 2 5/8, we are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So your 5/8 is going to be between your half and 3/4, right? So our next one is at 2 5/8. So we've got 1, 2, and 5/8. So we are going to be 2 5/8. So we've got 1, 2, and 5/8 is going to be between your half and 3/4. Between your half Okay. All right, our next one is going to be at 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The way I have my mat, it's going to be at 7 because I'm got my mat upside down. I always seem to do that, don't I? The next one is going to be 7 1/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1/4. So on my mat, it puts me at 5 1/4. And the next one is at 9 3/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 3/4. Okay. All right, so now we have some horizontal lines on our mat, and we are going to start doing some of these circles. Now, I did not do a lot of bling to these circles. Actually, I didn't do anything on them, but you could add stickles or shimmer brush to them, whatever you chose to do. Okay, so we're gonna need, for our first one, we're gonna need these 2, and then we're gonna do this one and a purple. And this one, and a stripe, and a yellow, honey butter, and a diamond. Okay. All right, and we're gonna start over here with these ones, and it says that we are going to adhere this 3/8. So remember, 3/8 is between 1/4 and 1/2. Okay, so 3/8 is between 1/4 and 1/2. Right, and then the next one is gonna go 1/2 inch over, and you know, you can just kind of eyeball it. That's typically what I do, but do what works best for you. So it looks like this one is ending at the 1/4, so we're gonna go here is our 1/2 right there. Hopefully I've got those good. You know, I have so much trouble putting things straight, my friends. Okay, there's that one. The next one is gonna go 1/2 over. Okay, and this one's gonna go, oops, this one was supposed to go this way. I'm already getting it mixed up. Let's see here, here. Okay. Okay, now this one's gonna go here, and it's gonna go 1/2 over, so we're at 5. We're gonna go to 5 1/2. And that one gets this one. Okay, and then this one is our last one. Is gonna go 1/2 inch over from here, so we're at there, so we're gonna go to 8, and this one's gonna kind of be a little crooked, and then it's got the blue on the bottom. Let's see, I need to do this differently. Okay, so we're gonna put the blue one down first, and then this one. All right, so there we have that row. Okay, our next row is going to be this cloudy looking one. I don't know how else to explain it. And the checkers. Okay, so this row is only going to have 3 of them, and we're going to go 1 5/8 is going to be the first one. Okay, so your 5/8 is 1 5/8, and your 5/8 is between your half and your quarter. Okay, and these are kind of just going in between. Your next one is going to go a half over from there, so I'm at about 4, so I'm going to go to 4 1/2. Okay, and the next one's going to go a half over from there. So we're at 7, we're going to go to 7 1/2. Cute, cute, cute. All right, then our next one is going to come back to the 3/8 over here, and it's going to be the sapphire. I probably need to move up, so hopefully you can see. Okay, the next one is that sapphire here, and the flowers. And we've got this stripes. Okay, so this one's gonna go 3/8, so we're lining up to this again. And this one's gonna have the flowers on top. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is some photo mats. Okay, and our first photo mat is going to go 3/4 from the bottom and a quarter over. So 3/4 from the bottom and a quarter over. Our next photo mat is going to line up with that a quarter higher. Okay. Next, we're going to put this big Life's a Hoot sticker, and I am going to go ahead and use my anti-static pouch. I keep my anti-static pouch in one of our craft jars with a binder clip on it, so that when I'm using it throughout the day, this is the first time I'm getting it out, but typically it'll sit here like this, and it's easy for me to just grab that. I'm going to do this off to the side so I don't get the powder on my layout, but I'm just going to tap my anti-static pouch on the back of the sticker, and it's going to remove the sticky. Okay, and this fun sticker is gonna go right up here. And I am gonna put some foam tape behind it. Okay, and this is gonna go right above here. Like that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is take our little owl and look at the liquid glass on her eyes. So fun. I've added some foam tape and we are going to put this down right here. And I am also moving it slightly over from what is in the workshop instruction because I'm visualizing. Remember, I'm creating this for the first time right along with you. I have not I haven't created a sample before the video. I'm doing it all at once here. And I envision that I might have a flip flap here. Okay, I don't know for sure yet, but I am possibly planning to put a flip flap there. So I am going to move this little owl slightly over so that her bottom feathers are not covering that photo mat. And you want to be sure that you can still get your photo under there. So I've added foam tape, but I did not peel the backing. Okay, so we can still put a photo there. All right, and I'm noticing that I might want to add a little bit more bling to her. I might need to go over her feathers again with the shimmer brush and maybe add a little stickles to her or something. We'll see. All right, and the next thing that we are going to do are some of the circle stickers off of our sticker sheet. Now, you know I had most of these numbered for you. So this one from here, and I had it numbered 1. I wanted to take a picture before I started pulling these off. Okay, number 1. And this one here was also labeled number 1. I noticed that I did not label this one, I just labeled it. So this one here is number 1. Okay, and so of course we got our big owl, right? All right, so we are going to remove the sticky from the back of these 3 circles so that we can put foam tape behind them. Okay, so we're going to add some foam tape to the back of these 3 stickers. What is everybody up to today? I am recording this layout on March 5th. So you guys are watching Storybook Creative Design Studio today, and I am creating Life's a Hoot Creative Design Studio today. How fun is that? But when you're watching this, are you crafting along with us today, or are you just watching videos? Comment below and tell us. Oh, I see there's another sticker I need to grab. Okay, so there's that one. And this one is going to go down here at the bottom. Hopefully you can still see okay on camera. Super fun. I love all the layers, all the layering. Okay, I missed a sticker. There's one more, and it's this one here. And I see I didn't have it labeled with a 1 either, so I'll go ahead and do that as soon as I find my pencil. Okay, so we're going to use this one right here. I'm going to remove the sticky right here. Okay. The last thing for now that we are going to do on this side is add in our little bling. These came in your little embellishment pack like this. There should be a large purple flower that's going to go up here. And a pink flower that's going to go down here. Glue dots work great for these acrylic flowers. You can use your tape runner if you are generous with the amount of tape that you put on it. Okay, and then there is a tiny little purple die cut that came in your little packet that's going to go on top of there. Right in the middle. That is such a fun look. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. However, this time it's going to be the die cut purple and the acrylic center. Super fun. I love all these little details. Okay, the last thing that we will do here is we're going to go around the edge with Le Pen in the teal on your ruler, but I don't have my pen here right now, so I'll have to come back and do that after a bit. I'm going to go ahead and erase my pencil lines. All right, and there we are for now. We shall return. So you guys are getting a little glimpse into how my mind creates, right? And how I add and play and add things later, right? You are creating right along with me. You know, I like to add a little bit of adhesive to the back of my layout so that I can set it to my Versamat and it doesn't move around. Okay, so for here we're going to draw some pencil lines with our ruler again so that we can do our circles. I'm going to move this down a little bit so I can see a little better. Okay, so our first one is going to go at 3/8, which we know is between 1/4 and 1/2, right? 3/8 is between 1/4 and 1/2. And you know, there's something else I wanted to point out with our ruler that I am doing, but I'm not telling you that I'm doing, so maybe you can't see. Let me pick this up here again. Okay, so you know how our ruler, I said earlier, gosh, that's hard to see. Okay, our ruler, each one of these squares is 1/8, right? So this first line down right here is 1/8. If I put that on my half, I'm trying to do this in a way that you can see it, and then I can't see it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if I put this line, so we want to be between 1/4 and 1/2, right? If I put this line, this very first line right here, on my half mark, right, on my half mark, then the edge of my ruler is going to be between 1/4 and 1/2, right? So if that first line is on the 1/2, the edge of my ruler where I'm going to draw my pencil line is automatically between the 1/4 and 1/2. Okay, so that's another fun purpose for these little lines here, these little boxes. So each one of these is an 1/8, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So I've put that first line, which is really hard to see, on the 1/2 mark. So then the edge of my ruler is automatically going to be between the 1/4 and the 1/2, which will be 3/8. Okay. The next line that we are going to do is 2 and 5/8. Okay, between 1/2 and 3/4. So we're going to go 2 and 5/8. 1, 2, and between 1/2 and 3/4. So I'm going to put that very first line of my ruler on the 3/4. Which will automatically put my ruler, my edge of my ruler, between the 1/2 and the 3/4. Okay. The next one is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which puts me at 7 because, you know, I don't know, I always end up with my numbers upside down for some reason. And the next one is 7 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1/4. Okay. All right, so those are all the lines we need for this side. Now let's take a look at our circles. All right, so our first one is going to go 1/2 from our right side this time. 1/2 from our right side. Okay, so 1/2 from the right side. Okay, the next one is going to go 1/2 from the first one. And then there's going to be a single purple. And you know, I'm only going to put just a tad bit of adhesive behind this purple because I think when I put my photo mat, I want to make sure it's lined up correctly with my photo mat. So I'm just putting a tad bit of adhesive behind that purple one. You can hear my dog snoring in the background probably. I'm sorry. She must be a sleepy girl. She's had a busy day, I guess. Okay, and then this one is just going to go down, matching up to this one, which is 1 5/8. Okay, so there are our circles. Okay, and I'm visualizing some flip flaps. And so when we put our stickers, we're going to be cautious with our stickers. But I do want to bring in this side of the layout for a moment so that we can be sure that we keep the same side of the Lagoon cardstock going up. And so I used the dark side up. Because we did foam tape on the other side, we want to do foam tape on this side. And this photo mat is going to go 3/4 from the bottom and 5/8 from the left. 5/8. Okay. And then the next one is going to be for the 4x4 photo, and it is going to go a quarter above the 4x6. Okay, quarter above. Like that. Okay, and then our next one is going to be a 3x4 photo, and it's going to come 3 down. 1, 2, 3 down. I guess I planned that purple one pretty good, didn't I? Okay, and we're gonna put foam tape behind it. Okay, and so we're gonna go 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, the next thing that we have is a sticker that says Hootie Cootie. Cutie. Hootie. Oh my gosh, I can't even say that. Hootie Cutie. Okay, and I have these labeled number 1 and number 1. Okay, so this one is going to go above here. And the I will always love you is going to go down on the bottom here. We're gonna pull this sticker. It says enjoying life. Again, I had it labeled here as 1. And we're gonna remove the sticky from the back. Okay, and this is gonna go over this one here with some foam tape. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is these cute little owls, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm trying to decide if I wanna do 2 or 3 of them. I know that I wanna be off my photos because I might wanna add my flip flaps in there. So I think I'm gonna start with 2. So pick 2 of them and we will go from there. And for example, my husband and I, there would be 2 of us. So that works perfect to just do 2 of them for now. But we will revisit that 3rd owl after a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna add in my foam tape. And again, I'm not gonna overlap my photo because I am planning to put some flip flaps there. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, and then there should be an acrylic flower. with a little purple center, which is going to go right down over here. Okay. All right, so here we are with layout number 1 on the right side. And here is our left side. Yeah, so I like the balance of having the 3. You know, you like to do things in 3s, 5s, 7s, the odd numbers. So I really like the balance of the 1 and 2 over here. Super cute. Cute, cute, cute. So I will be back to do some more to this layout soon. All right, the next thing that we are going to do with our layout number 1 is add in one of our 12 by 12 pocket pages. I know somebody recently asked us about doing a layout with these. So, you know, we have our Pocket Plus, right, which are different. They come in 5 different styles now, with the 3x4 pockets, the 4x6 pockets, the 4x4 pockets, and you also know that we have the 8.5 by 11 pages and the 6x6 pages, which you can intermingle in with your standard 12 by 12 layouts, right? But we also have a couple of different designs of our 12 by 12 page protectors with pockets. So this is another great way when you have a lot of pictures that you want to scrapbook, you can intermingle these right in between. So we would have our left side of layout number 1 with this pocket 12 by 12 page on the other side, and then we would have our right side of our 12 by 12 layout, right? So now we are going to embellish this 12 by 12 pocket page right here. So some of these will just be photos, but some of them we're going to add in PML cards, you know, from our prep video. Look at how cool this is with the liquid glass on that owl's eyes and beak, and look at that stickles on the body there. So pretty. So we are going to add in a few of these. Remember, we did this one also where we just added a little bit of stickles. So I'm going to put that up here. So we're going to work on this side first. Okay, so we're going to put, oh wait, I was going to add some glitter paper. I forgot. Let me just do that first. Let's back up for a moment. Okay, this one here, I wanted to add just a little strip of our periwinkle glitter paper that I cut down, and I thought we would put that up at the top there. Okay, so we're going to add this just right at that top line. Okay, give it a little bling. Okay. We also have this PML card here that says Hoot Hoot Hooray. I thought we'd add a little bit of our periwinkle glitter paper to that as well, just down here at the bottom. Okay. And you know, if you wanted to go crazy, it might be even fun to put a little bit of stickles in the letters here, or even on your exclamation point. That might be fun. I'm not going to do that right now because I want to be able to put it in the page protector to be able to show here, but you certainly could do that to decorate that page up. Okay, so this one we're going to stick in here. And this one we're going to stick down here. Look at how pretty that is. Okay. This one is going to go right in here. And then this one here, we're going to add a piece of our Lagoon cardstock for our 2x2 photo. We used the dark side of Lagoon up on our layouts on the left and right side. So we want to do that again here. So I'm just going to put this right here like that. And we're going to put for our 2x2 photo. So this is just another way to add in your extra photos, because if you're like me, you take a lot of different photos and you want to use them all, right? All right, so here we're just going to do a little banner on the end of our glitter paper. So we're going to cut a little slit up at the middle, and then you're going to meet it on both ends. Okay, so we have like that, and we're just going to tuck these up under here. So there's one, and you should have another one, and we're going to do the same thing. All these should be pre-cut from the prep video. All right. So we're just going to tuck these up under there. I guess I didn't add adhesive to that one. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so those are going to go in there like that. So I'm going to turn it over so I can put those in. Make sure I don't do them upside down. Okay, so there you have that side. So this is going to be our, it's hard to show on camera here unless I move my camera way up, but we're going to have our left side of layout number 1 over here, and then this is going to fit right in the middle. Super cute, ties in all those colors. And when we're done, if we have any leftover of these flowers, I may bring in one of those here, but I want to finish all of our layouts because you remember I'm creating for the first time as I'm videoing, so I may come back and add a few extra touches at the end. Okay, so you'll have photos. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 photos here, and 5 photos with your little one. And you know you can also add flip flaps to this as well. Okay. All right, so now we're going to turn it over and we're going to work on the other side. Okay, now here you can bring in all the details, or you can even use this and do another 2x2 photo there, or you can, okay, this one I thought we would add just a little bit of bling at the top here. Okay, and that's gonna slide in there. Okay, you can decide to put a 3x4 photo here also if you'd like. It's totally up to you. If you want to decorate the back of that PML card or do the 3x4 card there. All right, and then this one here, we're going to add just a little bit of bling at the bottom, just like we did on the other side. And then the last thing is our owl here. Look at how cute with the liquid glass in the eyes and that shimmer, the stickles. Okay, this one is going to slide in here like that. Okay, and then here you would have 3 4x6 photos, 1 3x4, and 1 2x2, or again, you can put in another 3x4 in any one of these places. Okay, and this will fit in between your layouts. Super fun. This is another way to add extra photos to your layouts, and as I said, we have a couple of different designs of the 12x12 pocket pages. Okay, after I put this layout together, I decided that I wanted to add a little bit more stickles on this owl. We have liquid glass on the eyes, and we have some shimmer on the tail feathers there, but I thought that I wanted to add a little bit of the diamond stickles. Okay, super cute. Look at that sparkle and shine. Perfect. And we will do the same thing over here. I had some shimmer. We did liquid glass on the eyes, but I'm going to add some stickles on the bodies. And I'm trying to decide where I want to add the stickles. Just a little bit to add a little bling. This layout is super fun for all the bling. Okay, and I'm just gonna let that dry. Okay, there we go, and we will be back to add our flip flaps shortly. See you soon. Hi friends, so the last thing that we are going to do on layout number 1 is to add our flip flaps. So you know when you do flip flaps, you want to make sure that your photo place card holders or your photos are seated nicely in your flip flap, and that your page is seated all the way down into your page protector. And then we are going to line up our flip flap right over the top of our other photo mat. So here we have for 2, 3, 4 photos. You can also take one of your leftover PML cards and add that over here if you would like. Okay. Now on to the right side of layout number 1. And here we're going to do fun flip flaps that we have not done before. So I have my photo place card down here. You can leave a photo here, but with what I'm going to do, you're not actually going to have a photo there, but I am just using that as a place to line up. And I'm going to take my first flip flap and I'm going to line it up over that place card holder. Hopefully I'm getting it straight. Okay, so now we have this, and you could leave it just like that. You'd have a photo or a PML card, and then another photo. But what we're going to do is we're going to take another flip flap. We're going to take another flip flap, and we're going to line this one up over on this side. Okay. And I see I got a little crooked. Okay, so now we are going to have that. Look at how fun that is right there. And you can leave that just like that and have a photo down there. But what I thought that I was going to do was go ahead and adhere this down. And this is not going to be on the inside of my 12 by 12 page protector, but rather inside of here that's going to be within these page protectors. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this down here as soon as I find what I did with my adhesive. I will put a fair amount of adhesive on the back of this because it's going to be sticking onto that plastic there. Okay, and then that would be for your journaling. So you can either add another photo there, you can put your journaling down here, or you can do just as I did and adhere that PML card right on the inside there for your journaling. Look at how fun that is. Super exciting. So here we have, and I apologize, we're getting some shadows. So here we have a flip flap here, and we have flip flaps here. And you could add more if you'd like.